Hey, welcome to the Heroes of Noise podcast. My name is Dan, and we got something a little bit special for you this week. Bonus episode. Cobra Kai Season 2 dropped. I wanted to record something. Steve couldn't make it, so I thought it would be a good idea to bring on my buddy Chris from Attention Deficit Order podcast. We had a great time. This isn't a breakdown episode as much as it is just us talking about it and celebrating it in general. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you check it out. No, right off the bat, I wanted to talk to you guys because I forgot to put this in. This is a very spoiler-heavy podcast. Again, it's not a breakdown, but there are a lot of spoilers. So if you haven't seen Season 2 of Cobra Kai, I would highly recommend that you watch that first, then come back and listen to this. The other reason that I wanted to talk to you is because the first minute or so of this is a little bit choppy. We almost lost the recording, but luckily I'm a crazy man and I recorded it with 3 different things. So this isn't the recording that I wanted you to hear, but I think it's still pretty good. That's all I'm going to say. Guys, enjoy yourselves. I hope you enjoyed episode 67 that we just dropped this week too. And other than that, I will see you next week. So, without further ado, the Heroes of Noise bonus episode, Season 2 of Cobra Kai. Enjoy.
Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Prepare!
What's up, everybody? You're the fucking best. You know what else is the best? My guest today. Welcome to Heroes of Noise. My name is Dan. Not solo today, no Steve, but I have the fantastic substitute. My man from ADO Radio, that's Attention Deficit Order Radio, Chris. Welcome, sir. How are you, man?
What's up, guys? I'm the best around. Nothing's ever gonna beat me down. I'm doing this podcast with you.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. Come on. Give me that excitement, man.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, my pleasure, man.
We're the best around, guys, both of us.
Listen to this. I'm going to match your vocals right now.
Okay,
yeah.
go for it.
Hold on.
Vocals,
Yeah. Is that it right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close, right?
Yeah, almost.
Almost. I'll never be as good as you, though.
No, man, you're right there.
Karate Kid universe, especially Cobra Kai 2. That's what we're talking about today, dude.
Man, well, just to get I'll give everybody my backstory with Karate Kid. I watched it in the theater multiple times as a kid. I took martial arts as a child, not because of Karate Kid. I took martial arts because of Bruce Lee.
Nice.
Yeah, Bruce Lee was my influence. And I'm sure Danny LaRusso was many other people's influences when they were growing up. Like, I bet you every white kid wanted to take karate after watching Karate Kid, right?
I'm not white, but I did. But mine, actually, you know what? I took it again. I used to be in karate because I used to get my ass kicked a lot when I was a kid. I was a little dude. I used to get my ass kicked a lot, so I took it for a while, and then I put it down after I went on a vigilante. I think I did like 3 months, and then I went to school and became a vigilante and just started fucking up all the bullies.
A vigilante?
Yeah, man. Like, I had to get some justice, you know what I mean? What? And what's funny is, it's Shotokan Karate, and I'm like 3 months in. I'm probably going twice a week. I probably could have done this from the beginning, but, I had the confidence now, man. I had a gi. I had a fucking white belt.
You were walking around to people with a gi and trying to beat them up?
No, that would have been great, though. No, you know what? I wish I could take back time and just do that shit all over again, because that's the way I should have done it. No, I just meant that, I don't know, I think I needed a little bit of confidence. I was like a wee little dude, and I was getting like, it was crazy. The school I went to, there was like hits. They'd be like, hey, you Dan? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I'm on the ground, just crying. Just in the principal's office. Yeah, it was crazy. They didn't like me, man.
That's great. I never had any of that.
So what inspired you?
I was just called the N-word and, spick and stuff like that.
They called you the N-word?
Oh, yeah. I grew up in a white neighborhood. In the 70s, where I grew up in Yuppieville, USA, where it was all white people. So I would get picked on by all the yuppie kids, and try to get beat up. So I took martial arts. I took Kung Fu, was my first. I never took karate, but I just went to Kung Fu, Judo, Hapkido, Thai boxing, Taekwondo. And I finished off with Thai boxing.
Your hands are deadly weapons, would you say? In all seriousness?
Yeah, I could kill people if I wanted to.
You could totally kill somebody.
If I really wanted to. But knowing all that stuff makes it harder to beat somebody up because you know all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, you're trained on why to use it, when to use it,
Yeah,
and what it can do.
And you don't want to fight because of it.
Like, you don't really feel the need to because you know what will happen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Have you ever had anybody come up on you?
No.
And you're like, I'm this close to just breaking some dude's neck.
No, my friends have like elbowed people in the face and stuff, but I've never. No.
That's cool. So you're not really not that you're a violent guy if you take this kind of stuff, but would it be like natural for you to do that? Just second nature?
Oh, yes. It's easy. It's second nature to punch somebody in the face. Easy.
And you still train?
I train by myself. I don't really train at all. I haven't trained like fully in over 10 years, but it's almost like riding a bike.
I can see that.
You know, I could get in a fight, but I'd probably pull a couple muscles.
Blow your fucking knee out or something.
Yeah, exactly. I could do it, but I wouldn't be the same afterwards, definitely.
Tough guy gets old. Tale as old as time.
Yeah, it's not like I'm 20 years old doing this shit. You know, if I was 20, I was training like multiple times a day. You know, when I was like from 16 to like 30 years old.
Wow.
You know, I was training a lot. You know, sparring and all that stuff with Thai boxing. But yeah, that's why I just wouldn't, fight somebody that, but everyone takes MMA now. So I took all these martial arts before MMA even existed.
Isn't it all just kind of like fusion though? I don't really follow MMA that much, to be honest with you. I'm like, when I think of MMA, I think of old school shit. Like, remember Tank Abbott?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
Dude, the best one, those UFC 1 and 2s were North Carolina Pain was a great one. This guy's like, I'm going to teach you some North Carolina Pain. Because they would cut promos like wrestling.
Yeah.
And it would be like, I'm going to teach you some North Carolina Pain. And it would be like ninjutsu. Like underneath.
That's awesome.
Man, those are great. Yeah, but karate was never a big thing. Just like, but the best as far as karate movies go, besides Karate Kid, are Ip Man. If you want to see badass karate, watch Ip Man 1.
I haven't seen it before. So where does Enter the Dragon rank with you?
Oh, that's number 1. Always.
A man right there.
Always, dude. Come on. Oh, man.
I know this shit by heart.
Dude.
Bow, 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 bow.
Man.
Don't take your eye off the finger. No, I messed that up completely. I said I know by heart. I just made my own lineup.
Off the finger.
Never take your eye off your opponent, even when you bow.
Why not get a 45 and bang?
Bang! Settle it.
Settle it. It's like, what'd you say? Settle it?
How do we settle it, though?
Your skills are extraordinary. Is it extraordinary or is it extraordinary? I was always confused with that.
Gentlemen, welcome. You honor our island. I look forward to a tournament of truly epic proportion. Bolo. Yeah!
Dude, Bolo. Oh, man. And when they pan across, that one guy with the fucked up eye,
there are some ugly... I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. Because, you get the cards that are dealt to you, folks. But there are literally some of the ugliest people I have ever seen in my life in the background in any given point of Enter the Dragon. It's amazing. Like, what
that one guy with that fucked up eye.
Yeah,
man,
like one eye's way lower than the other one, right? I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah, I always crack up at that guy. Yeah, that's right before fucking O'Hara goes crazy.
O'Hara! He's like...
Oh, man. Oh, man. O'Hara. Yeah, Bruce Lee, man. One of the best martial arts out there. Martial artist ever.
My uncle used to be, he would idolize Bruce Lee, like a lot of us did. But he's the one that got me into it. So I used to go watch him train, and he just did Shotokan. But he was a badass. That's where I fell in love with it.
My closest connection to Bruce Lee is I trained with Dan Soto, who helped write the Tale of Jeet Kune Do with Bruce Lee.
Yeah. I knew that name.
Yeah, Danny Soto. And I was taught Hapkido by the Grand Master who was in Game of Death. He was the Hapkido level where he breaks the guy's back.
Oh, no shit.
That's a Hapkido move, right? And that's a real Hapkido move that you trip the guy up and you can break the small of his back. And it took Bruce Lee weeks to learn that move because he's not a grappler.
Was this all in the Bay Area?
No, I don't. Yeah, where I was trained, yeah.
I guess I don't know it as well as some people, but that's where he went in, and the elders or something like that came in and challenged him because they didn't want him to teach that, right? So didn't they challenge him? And there was like some fight that happened, and to see if he could actually continue with it.
And that's how he broke his back.
I think I saw a very bad version of that in that movie Dragon. Remember that movie? I really wanted it to be good too. It just was. It was anything but.
It was okay.
It was all right.
It was better than Bruce Lee.
Oh, Bruce Lee. How about They Call Me Bruce? Do you remember that one?
Yeah, They Call Me Bruce is great.
I love that movie.
It was such a bad movie. Even now. Yeah, They Call Me Bruce, man. Yeah, they went, I don't know, but Bruce Lee did not go against the karate guy, though, in Game of Death. You know, he went against, like, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? Was the final level.
With the big sunglasses?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the final level. And, yeah, I don't know why. Karate was considered, I guess, inferior. But it's a very strong martial art. You know, I think so. It's just not one I usually would take.
You respect it. It's just not your thing.
Yeah, I totally respect it. But they leave themselves wide open with, like, every punch. But karate's very rigid. So if you train correctly with it, you're like a fucking tree. You can't get taken down with that shit. Like every move's a fucking like a painful punch.
I used to watch my uncles kick people's asses all the time. They weren't like walking around like looking for it, but just for some reason there was a couple of times. 4th of July was one of them. I remember we were all at my dad's shop, and he was an auto body guy, so he had like this big lot and doing fireworks and whatever. And these 2 guys came over and they started fucking with us for some reason. I kind of have like the 7-year-old version of this story in my head because I remember it, but not being an adult, I don't remember exactly what was said. I just remembered that they started like yelling at each other. The dude said, "Okay, we'll be right back." They left. And then my dad was like, "Well, you know, go in just to be cool." Of course, I'm like watching from the corner. These dudes come back and I just see both of my uncles just like running at them, and they just straight up kicked them both in the chest. They just fly back. They hit dumpsters, you know, just this really loud noise. It was fucking awesome. I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. That's what I want to do because I'm getting my ass kicked at school all the time.
Yeah, the closest thing I've seen to that was when I used to train at Thai boxing with this one guy, Baram was his name, and he's a badass. He was a royal guard to the Nepal queen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's like a badass. Like he can't open his fingers because he got his tendon severed. So he has like a total,
as you
like,
do.
Hands like
fuck yeah, so he's metal too.
Yeah, he's like yeah, this guy is insane. So yeah, badass Thai boxer. So people would come into his school, and this guy had a huge fucking ponytail, like a mane, this Indian looking dude. So people would come into his school like black belts in Taekwondo and karate and try to challenge the students. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'll just be kicking a huge 6-foot Thai bag and watching this, and these people...
As, I'm sorry, real quick. So as you're just doing your thing, these guys come in and start challenging people?
Yes, people would walk into the school because they heard there was a Thai boxing school there, and this is when Thai boxing was brand new. You know, in the United States, it was like 91.
Yeah.
89, 91 when I was training.
So you're like 15, 16, something like that?
Yeah. So, and then these people would come in, and like our best Thai boxers would be like, okay, kick me. And these guys would throw huge kicks into their stomachs, and they'd do nothing to them. The Thai boxer would be like, whatever.
Really?
And then, yeah, it was so weird, man. I'd never experienced anything like that, you know, ever, with people walking in and challenging schools.
That is some Karate Kid shit right there. Because I was going to talk about that. I'm like, I was going to ask you, do you really think that dojos were like that? Like they rumble?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Is that a big thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not like a rumble like Karate Kid rumbles.
At the mall?
But we're, no. Not where they're just like, I don't know. I don't know if they're throwing Karate Kid kicks and stuff at each other, but it wasn't like break-offs. You know, I used to have break-offs, but these people would just come in karate, not judo, but that's when like before MMA, and that's when like everybody had to stick to one martial art.
Yeah.
You know, it's you're either Thai boxing, you're either karate, you're either, you know, taekwondo or anything else, judo.
There was none of this fusion stuff.
No, that wasn't happening. That's why I had to take Palo Alto Judo Club to learn grappling. You know, I had to take all these different martial arts to learn that.
So you've never had to use it, huh?
No.
I guess that's a good thing. Like in my ignorant brain, it's like, well, damn, that almost seems like it's wasted, but you still have it. It's just on reserve. I guess you could if you, obviously you don't want to. I understand that.
But see, I wouldn't want to. I can split somebody's head open with my elbow.
So like, what was the most brutal art that you learned?
Oh, easily Thai boxing and Bora Bando.
Bora Bando. I don't even know what that is.
It's a version of Thai boxing. It's like almost like Kali Salat, not Kali Salat, but a more of a it's like a version of Thai boxing with more angled elbows instead of like Thai boxing is like straight elbows, and this is like straight down elbows, you know, from the top, or weird angled elbows. You know, Bora Bando and Thai boxing are the most brutal. You know, because you can just split somebody's face open really fast with an elbow.
Did you compete?
No, I wouldn't want to, man. That's like I would train.
You don't want to meet the guy that's better than you? That's just going to crack your skull?
I would train with people and I would spar, but I would never like, you know, and those were like sort of competition, but I would never go out professionally and try to beat somebody up.
Right.
You know, but I would fight people within the school. You know, other than that, you know, I'd win a couple times, but, you know.
I imagine there has to be at least, I'm trying to think of where, obviously you have the satisfaction because you know these things, but there had to have been several times where some shit talker was saying something to you and just in the back of your head, like, go on, keep going. I'm not going to do a thing, but you know in your heart what would happen. Yeah,
if people want to throw the first punch, it's on. You know, I know exactly what to do the second anything pops off. You want to throw a punch, you want to throw a kick, you want to try to headbutt me, you know, all this stuff. I'm waiting for everything. You know, and if we feel threatened, if they're in my face, like threatening me, I will hit you first.
Sure. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah. If you feel threatened, I've always learned, end the fight as quickly as possible. And always strike first if you need to. You know, if feel threatened. Don't instigate. But if you are, you know, if someone's coming up on you.
Right.
You know, take them down as fast as possible.
Is there like a particular rule in one particular art where it's like always strike first versus never be the one to strike or never be the aggressor?
Well, I think like Aikido, or like there's a point of no return. Like if somebody like grabs you, something like that, you know, there's always that point of no return to where you can't get out of that grip of somebody grabbing you or bear hugging you or something, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Or like somebody getting you in a headlock, learning how to get out of people like grabbing you in headlocks, like multiple types of headlocks. Which is a typical move everyone goes into, especially street fighters.
Can you flip people?
Oh, yeah. I can flip people like 240 pounds. Easy.
Just by using like the right, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
it's all leverage.
Yeah, leverage. That'll work. Yeah.
It's all leverage, man.
I took jujitsu one time. Not one time. Let's say it was 3 times. That was what ended my like, okay, I don't think I'm going to do this anymore. I landed wrong. And I was supposed to kind of roll more, but I landed right on my AC joint, which is on the shoulder. And I just immediately heard a pop. But before that happened, I flipped a dude that was about 350. I'm not a big guy. And it was, when shown how to do it, it's pretty crazy what you can do, you know?
Dude, it flows like water, like Bruce Lee was saying.
Yeah.
It's so simple to do once you know how to flip people. And like, I could toss people easy. Hip throws, over the shoulder throws, one arm tosses. They're real easy to do if you know how to, you know, the leverage.
So like what made you want to stop doing it then?
Just age. You know,
did you get bored with it, or you just were like, I can't keep doing this to my body?
No, it's a physical toll. It's expensive. It's expensive all around as far as a workout and everything.
This is true. Unless you're with Miyagi-Do, then it's free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Miyagi-Do, then I would go there every day. You know, training under Daniel-san. Learning how to paint fences and wax cars.
Yeah, hammer nails, which is one, blam!
One hammer, old school, just like Karate Kid 2. Was that Karate Kid 2 where he did that?
Yeah, I think that was the first one. Karate Kid 2 was all about the drum. Remember the drum?
Oh, yeah. Right. That's the key to Miyagi-Do karate.
Yeah, exactly. And now, of course, it's balance. Balance is the key for everything, right? You can take on multiple people in a mall with balance.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Did you like the way they were using karate in Cobra Kai?
No.
Or do you think it was just like,
That's kind of why I wanted to have you on too, because I did know that you did martial arts.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, I work in healthcare. So when I see things on television where it's like a guy gets banged up, or maybe he's crazy and he goes into the hospital to be evaluated, and for some reason they're like taking a picture of his hand, just stupid shit like that. Like I relate my career to I'm always judging the movies is what I'm getting at in the television shows.
Yeah.
So I was very curious what you would think, because I know what I'm watching, I see them fighting on there.
They do it. It's okay. They never do full rear naked chokes. They never do like a full choke. Like even when he has crease,
yeah,
like the elbow is supposed to be lined up with the chin.
Yeah.
That's how you like the crease of the elbow is lined up with the chin. And then you like hug the guy's neck and you can choke somebody out like that real fast. They're always doing like some weird loose choke hold that will never work. Just like they do in that. Like that when he smashes crease again, when they get in that fight in the beginning and he smashes crease against the window.
Oh yeah.
Against the glass and comes back.
My heart was pounding on that one, man.
He still can't beat up his sensei? Come on. I don't think I could. I couldn't beat up my sensei still.
Well, then again, it's like, okay, if we go back to season 1 of Cobra Kai, I don't get the impression that Johnny was keeping up his skill the entire time, right? He's kind of bloated now. Coors is always in his right hand. He's not doing a lot of strenuous activity. So, I guess they're both a little bit rusty if we're going to talk about it. But no, I think Kreese could still take him.
Is that a picture of Kreese from Rambo 2?
He was in that, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, I think, you know what? I know the picture, the one that's on the back of the wall or behind the desk. I think that might be. Why not, right?
I'm like, is that him from Rambo 2 in that picture? Yeah, I think Kreese would still kick his ass with that. Is that tattoo real on his arm?
No. Maybe.
It's not.
I don't know, because it did look when what's his name? Dimitri was all like squeezing it and touching it and talking about it. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is. Looks like something that a guy his age would get.
It might be. And have you seen anything about the creators of this? Like, or heard anything?
Nothing as of late.
I've heard these guys in interviews, all three of them.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is their Star Wars. Like, they know everything. That's why it's so detailed as far as this backstory goes and all the nods to everything.
Sure.
There's so many nods, I didn't even catch them all.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think people that have never seen the Karate Kid movies, can they get into Cobra Kai?
You can, but not as much.
Right. Because you're going to miss all these little Easter eggs and all that kind of shit like you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think people would like it, but not as much. My wife likes it, but I don't think she likes it. I don't think she'd like it as much as if like you or I, who grew up on it.
So Em didn't watch the Karate Kid movies?
No. Who grew up on it, who watched it in the theaters.
Yes.
Who never would have thought of this even becoming a show, right? Let alone a good show.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, this would be some like one-off fucking YouTube schmack. And it's one of the best YouTube shows that's out there right now.
It's really fucking good, and I can't figure it out because there's so much cheese in it. I'm thinking it's just because we've devoted ourselves, maybe devoted, but you know what I'm saying, to the Karate Kid. We grew up with it. So it's like this universe, and you completely have to sort of change the rules on the way things work. It's one of those worlds where, to the best of my knowledge, guns don't exist because you can pretty much take care of everything with karate, right? like karate pretty much runs All Valley or wherever they live. I think he used to live in Reseda, but I'm pretty sure it's All Valley.
Yeah, and like people wouldn't get the flip of how they view each other in high school.
Right.
In Karate Kid Part 1, where like Danny does look like a dick if you do look at it, from the other guy's perspective. Because Danny did put the hose over him while he's trying to roll the joint in the bathroom. He instigated the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Make no mistake. LaRusso was a dick.
Yeah.
He got embarrassed and then he started doing his vigilante thing and it ended up getting his ass kicked by skeletons.
Yeah.
It's just a point of view thing. So they've always had that rivalry like that. And they're completely fucking obsessed with it, too. And I think it's all because of women. I think that's exactly what it is. I think Allie started the whole thing. She was the catalyst.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you can't fuck with Elizabeth Shue and just come out sane.
Was Danny really dating her? No, Danny wasn't dating her at the time. Or, I mean, Johnny wasn't dating her when Danny shows up, right?
When they first met, I think they were like on the outs.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
They went to that beach party.
Yeah. And they're riding around on their motorcycles.
Right. And he's like, I just need to talk to you, Allie. She's like, get away from me. And then LaRusso steps in, and the rest, as they say, is history.
He's the new kid in town. He comes and butts in on the local kids' squabble, sort of steals a girl away. And this is what Johnny's seeing. He's like, what the fuck's up with this guy?
Yeah.
You know, and then Johnny becomes a dick towards him, and then the rivalry begins.
Then you get violence involved, and then Johnny gets embarrassed because Miyagi kicks his ass. So he goes and tells his sensei.
Yeah, man. The creators would have loved to have Miyagi in this. You know, they try to put him in like every scene, like the whole thing, like his essence is there.
Yeah.
You know, like you feel Miyagi in like every scene, especially in the dojos and stuff like that.
Daniel actually kind of sees him, or thinks he sees him on the beach when he's walking. He's like introspective, and he's trying to find his answer. He's walking on the beach, and then he sees that one guy that kind of looks like Miyagi, but he teaches him a lesson too. He says something like, "The fish will come if you what do they say? If you have something worth biting, the fish will come." All this philosophical stuff, man. I love it.
Yeah, that's right. It's weird in the he doesn't know the second lesson still from Miyagi Do karate, right? He only knows the first lesson, right? First lesson first. Second lesson, learn it yourself.
First rule of Miyagi Do: karate is for defense only.
Okay.
Second rule: learn rule number 1.
That's what it is. But what's rule number 1?
Karate is for defense only? But what's rule number 2? Learn rule number 1. Okay, what is it?
Karate's for defense only.
It's like that sign that you see in bars where it's like free beer tomorrow. Yeah. It just keeps going.
Whatever, Mr. Miyagi-Do.
You're a guy that's seen a lot of film. Lots of it. I know this.
Yeah.
But there's only so many movies, at least in my opinion, in your formative years that really stick with you and kind of become a part of you. I'm guessing this is one of them for you. I know it is for me.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll watch Karate Kid if it's on TV. Karate Kid 1 or 2. I had the Karate Kid 2 video game.
What are your thoughts on Karate Kid 3 and the next Karate Kid?
I didn't like them.
Terrible, right?
Yeah.
I don't even remember Karate Kid 3. I think Kreese was in that one. And I only know that because they were talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I watched it maybe once. And the jacket on, jacket off part of
cool.
Of the next Karate Kid was just horrible.
Hilary Swank. She couldn't be a good LaRusso replacement.
But how's it karate when the kid's learning kung fu?
Hollywood.
It's like, what? It's like, oh, it's kung fu. Okay, that makes no sense. Why are you calling it the Karate Kid?
Who do you think was his best opponent? Johnny Lawrence or the guy from Okinawa?
The guy from Okinawa.
Yeah, he would have smoked Johnny, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, because he was a lot more trained by that point, too. You know,
yeah, that's true.
Danny was a lot better trained at that point. He was breaking ice and shit.
Karate Kid movies, man, like you can pretty much become a black belt over the course of a summer. It's amazing. Yeah. By painting a house and waxing a car. That's what I loved about those movies. It's this suspension of disbelief, dude, that gets me all the time. I like that kind of shit, you know?
Well, the fact that they're walking around and like their kicks and they do like multiple flips in the air. It's great when the kids get kicked. I don't know if that's them doing it. That's all stunt doubles, right? None of the kids are doing their own stunts.
That's a good question. I doubt they're doing stunts like that, but they look like they all had some form of training, particularly the first wave of the Cobra Kai. Those guys all look like they had some kind of training.
They all have 80s haircuts.
Well, it was the 80s, though. They were badass haircuts. I wish I had hair like that. Johnny Lawrence hair. Remember he wore the fucking black headband? The red jacket?
Dude, he looked badass.
He was badass.
Then the skeleton guy, smoking weed. And then an old man beats up high school kids. He'd go to jail.
Right. You couldn't get away with it, man. Miyagi would be in jail quick.
Yeah. Later, Miyagi-Do. Karate Kids 1, I think, is easily 4 out of 5. What?
Yeah, go ahead and rate it. And rate it ADO radio style.
So I give it 4 to 5 ear holes, 4 to 5 eye holes, and 4 to 5 empty pools. Or right? Wasn't their pool always empty?
The Reseda Apartments?
Yeah. I thought that's where Johnny was living in the first one. I'm like, oh,
yeah. When they showed that when his before his stepdad came along, right?
Huh?
I think he called him a pussy.
And Karate Kid 2 is very different. That's where he goes to Okinawa, you know, get some yellow fever going.
Yeah.
It's like, hello.
She was cutie, man. He had the tea ceremony and everything like that.
Yeah, he's just ready to give up for that chick. I hope they bring her back.
Hey, Banzai, Daniel-san!
What is... Is that from...
Remember when Miyagi gets all drunk?
Barely. Oh, yeah. And he starts talking about the war.
Gives him the car. Go drive away. And he's like, Banzai, Daniel-san.
That's right. He gave him, how many cars did he give him? 4?
According to this, he gave him everything. He got the house.
Really? He got everything?
Or he's just been squatting because that's where Miyagi-Do is now. That's in Miyagi's backyard. All that shit's Miyagi's backyard.
That's right.
That's his old lot, the old auto lot. He has the same car that he was driving around. Like when he took Allie on the date and shit.
Oh, yeah. That same yellow car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I saw that car, I'm like, oh shit, here, there's that car again.
And then Hawk, dude. Hawk comes in on this one and just vandalizes it. I'd be pissed. You don't mess with the man's ride.
Well, that's never been resolved yet, man. The whole Hawk Medal of Honor thing. You know, that's left up in the air still, right? Or,
that he stole it?
Yeah.
Or that they know he stole it?
Yeah.
Because right now they think it's Miguel, right?
Yeah, because the girl knows what's really going on, but I don't think it's ever come up, did it?
Remember when Hawk and Miguel fought when they were doing that competition thing?
Yeah.
And then he took the Medal of Honor from him, and then he went back and he handed it to that dude. What's that kid? Robbie, the one that looks like he should be on Baywatch.
Yeah, Robbie, who needs a fucking haircut.
Robbie looks like he is out of Baywatch. Like he's in some bad 90s show. So,
yeah. It's like, what?
So in a way, it's kind of perfect, really, because that whole thing's just based on nostalgia, you know. But he gets the Medal of Honor and then he hides it because he didn't want.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be involved with it.
No, he didn't want Miguel to look like a good guy. He didn't want to give Miguel points.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, I remember. He's
thinking
like,
with his dick.
He's like, I want to fuck fucking Danny's daughter real hard, and Miguel ain't getting none of this. It's like, Jesus Christ, Bobby. Shut up, bitch. Bend over. You're taking it Miyagi-Do style. Right in the ass.
I'm gonna give you a crane.
Yep. Yeah. You want the crane dick?
I'm gonna do my drum technique with my penis.
Exactly. Bend over. This is rule number 2, if you get my drift. Miyagi do.
Or Miyagi don't. Your fucking choice.
Exactly. So, I don't know. That might happen.
Quick thoughts before we really kind of just get into it. We're not going to completely break this thing down, but before we kind of get into talking about it, did you like season 1 better than season 2?
I liked season 1 better just because it was a surprise.
Right. You didn't know what to expect, and you were like surprisingly won over by it, right?
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, this is actually good. And I loved Johnny's sort of rise to coming back up. You know, he's great in this one with not knowing the internet and everything.
Yeah.
And smartphones. This is Johnny's smartphone. Leave a message.
Wasn't it like an Ericsson or something?
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
The first thing he searches is hot babes.
He's like, I just updated this thing. And, the first season. I think I like. This one was great because it lines up for the 3rd season.
Yeah, big things to come.
I like the rise of Johnny and sort of the build up to meeting Danny and Johnny. You know what I mean?
Almost, it's like a redemption, if you will. Because we've always thought of him as the villain, and now you just see him, and like we were talking about, you just see him as from the other side, from his own perspective, and you see him completely down on his luck.
Yeah.
Like the first time we see him, he's lying face down in the carpet with his Coors. Coors obviously is a big part of this, right? Like they're getting funding from Coors. Has to be, right?
Yes, and Mercedes.
Product placement, man, like crazy on that.
It's happened to show Mercedes everywhere. I think last year it was Volvo. It wasn't Mercedes.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he was selling a different car last year.
Johnny's like, all right, class dismissed. I'm going to go have a nice ice-cold Coors.
Yeah, yeah. The product placement in these shows is getting ridiculous. But whatever.
Whatever gets it made, right?
Yeah. What do you like better, the first or second season?
No, I think I'm with you. I think the first one's better because they showed me that they can actually do it. They can recreate this world and take my 46-year-old brain and like make it feel like it's 13 again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like that, man. It completely won me over. I was like way excited about it, but I was waiting for this one to come up. And when I first started watching it, I don't know. I was kind of iffy at first. And I think what it is about season 2, it's more of like the teen stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm not as into that teen drama.
Yeah.
It almost has like an after-school special kind of feel to some of it. And if you allow yourself to really focus on that, it kind of takes you out of it. But that's what I was saying earlier. You have to completely like submerge yourself in Karate Kid world, put down all your reservations about it, and just enjoy it for what it is. And if you do, it ends up being really fun. That's why I was asking earlier, like, it's someone that hasn't watched this before. If you're watching this for the first time, like, the cheese factor, dude, is through the roof. The way they talk, the way they fight, just the types of villains they are, you know what I mean? And I sound like I'm talking bad about it, but I'm really not. But there are lots of tropes in this movie.
I could see how some people would see that.
Yeah, but not me. That's the thing. I don't care. Just cheese it up as much as you want to. I just think it's really fun.
Yeah.
Couple things that I thought could have been avoided. That one guy, and I can't remember his name. I think you're fresher to watching this. The big guy that was in Black Klansman. The goofy guy's like, and he changes his name. He's the one that steals the headband off of Miguel in the competition when they're in the forest.
Yeah.
And I forget what he changed his name to.
I know you're talking about. Beard Boy.
Yeah. You know, I could have done without him, but I don't know, man. They just have a way. Whoever these creators are that make this, they know exactly how to tap into that nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
And if they keep bringing back these references, even the stuff that you might miss and catch later, I think that's where they're really nailing it. Like the scene with Johnny's friends, when he goes back to meet those guys again. Tommy, the one that was sick.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Jeez, what happened to that guy, right?
Oh my God.
I think it's really him, though. He looks like him, because he had a very unusual face. The guy's like, get him a body bag! Yeah, it was that guy.
Yeah, that's them. I was like, oh my... Because when he was like reminiscing and thinking about him when his friend passed, he's like, oh yeah, and it's just them. The only memory he has of them is them riding. That's what's so great, dude. All their memories are just Karate Kid. He's just like, I
can only remember the stock footage.
That's why it's so funny. It's just like,
well, if you have it, you might as well use it, right?
Exactly, though. But it just cracks me up. All he remembers of his friends is riding the bikes on that one beachy night. Fucking.
And it's almost kind of perfect, really, because Johnny's still obsessed with Allie. It makes sense in a way. Like, that was his... You know how they say, like, when you peaked early? That was Johnny's peak. Man.
Oh, yeah, it was. He was the badass kid with the bike.
Yeah, he's kind of like Uncle Rico.
Yeah, that's just humorous, dude. Every flashback is just Karate Kid 1 or 2.
Yeah.
You know, it cracks me up every time. That's their only memories. Like, oh yeah, I don't remember anything else Mr. Miyagi was doing with me over like the whatever how many years I hung out with him.
It's been like 30-something years.
I wasn't at his funeral apparently because I don't remember that.
I just remember that one night when he gave me the car and sent me off on my first date with Allie.
That's all he remembers, dude. They have like this weird memory lock. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. I don't remember anything bad about Mr. Miyagi, right? Like, he could have been beating his wife, you know, for 3 years. He was like, nope. I remember Mr. Miyagi giving me that car. You know, riding down the street. Thank you, Mr. Miyagi.
My salad days.
You know, it could show Mr. Miyagi, like, flashback killing those innocent children and stuff in the war. It's like, nope. Mr. Miyagi was a great guy. That's all I remember. Yeah, that's what I love about this show, too. The flashbacks.
How about their new antagonist? We have a couple. What about, her name is Peyton Liss. She plays Tori.
She's okay.
Again, very 90s, like 90210 kind of shit.
She looks like, I think she's like 28, 29, trying to play 16-year-olds. That's another rivalry that's building. But yeah, she was just whatever. Okay, hey, I'm a chick now. I want to be in the school. You know where this is going. With her and her friend.
That's a love triangle if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, all of them should fight each other at once.
Well, they kind of did. A little bit. Sort of.
Like, I don't know. That end school fight scene was just crazy.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised, though. I mean, they could have gone way more violent with it, obviously. But the ending was a bit of a shocker. Wasn't really expecting that. I have predictions, by the way. I'm not quite ready to get into that yet, but I have predictions for next season. As I'm sure you do as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know who's the best person on the entire show?
Who?
Daniel's son, Anthony. A little lazy piece of shit.
Yeah, I love that kid, dude. He's like, fuck you. Shut up.
Fuck you, mom and dad.
Dude, I love that kid. He's just always on his Switch. He's like, what? Yeah. Like, hey, we're going to go here. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
And he just walks away.
Hey, Anthony, you want to go train with dad? Fuck no, I don't want to train with dad. Go
like,
fuck yourself,
what,
Mr.
go
LaRusso.
Do chores? No.
Yeah.
Go do chores. It's like,
nice try.
Yeah, that kid's great, man.
He's got like 2 lines in it, and he's the best person on the whole show.
Yeah, and where's his wife from? I've never seen her before.
Nor have I.
His wife?
Yeah, no idea.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised. I'm like, huh. Okay. I've never seen any show she's been on.
I think she's going to play a bigger role next season because of what's to come. Screw it. I'll get into my predictions.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, by the way, guys, you haven't figured this out yet. This is just spoiler city. So
Okay, we're going to spoil it now.
Yeah, 30 minutes into it or how long we've been talking, we're spoiling. This is what I think is going to happen. So we know that at the very last scene, Johnny throws the phone, throws the Ericsson.
He's just sick of phones.
Right.
Stop calling me. Yeah.
Because that'll stop the calls. And I guess it would, sort of. But it lands, and we get that Captain Marvel moment on the Facebook Messenger Facebook where Allie wants to friend him. So I'm thinking for season 3, Allie comes back into the picture. Obviously, that's what's going to happen.
You think they have Elizabeth Shue?
I think they're going to get Elizabeth Shue.
You think that Jesus Christ?
I think they're going to do it, man. I bet you Elizabeth Shue's been sitting around going like season 1, oh my God, I can't believe these guys are doing this. And then it totally succeeds. He's like, well, God damn it.
Yeah, that'll be a great get if they get Elizabeth Shue. What's she doing right now?
She is on The Boys.
Oh, okay.
So she's acting, she's out there.
Okay, then she's done filming that, so she could be doing. Okay. There we go.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think somehow or another she's going to come back into Reseda or wherever they're living.
Yes.
Or maybe she's always been there and they just lost touch. Or she's in the next town over.
No, so her mom will die or something and she'll have to come back.
There you go. That's even better. You should be writing this. But she's going to come back and, oh yeah, what if it's for oh no, he already died. Never mind. I was going to say, what if it was Tommy's funeral? But he would be like way dead. Like super, super dead by then.
I never liked Friends. Yeah.
Then let's go with that. Her mom dies. She comes back. And somehow Johnny and Daniel, that's what it is. Johnny and Daniel go to pay their respects and they find her there because, they're just trying to find her anyway. Like they just, both of them. But Daniel's wife's going to be a big part of this because I think that Daniel's going to be kind of torn. Like they're going to find themselves sort of obsessing over Allie again. And it's going to be one of those things because they're already on the skids, those two. The wife, I don't forget her name, but Daniel's wife. Remember, they were fighting pretty much the entire season.
Oh, that's right. Because he was just he was just putting kids in freezers and having them fight each other.
Right. But see, here's the flip. See, right now, things are good because Johnny lost Cobra Kai.
Mm-hmm.
The last few scenes, he loses Cobra Kai. All of his students have turned against him. And he's just on his own. So somehow, I bet you, reluctantly, Johnny's going to come back and he's going to go to Miyagi-Do and try to embrace some of that shit. And there's a whole bunch of comedy right there, too. Can't you see him like, what? Like painting the fence and shit? Just the smart-ass things he'd be saying about that or sanding. I could totally see that happening. Olive Branch, and they're good to go. Allie comes back, and the rivalry begins again. But somehow they still have to work together to get Kreese out of the picture.
Okay, is Kreese still in there?
Yeah, because Kreese is now running Cobra Kai.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, he's going to learn Miyagi-Do and go back and fight Kreese.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, with Miyagi-Do, correct.
Right. Maybe, here we go. So that's like the whole arc of season 3. Him learning Miyagi-Do. They go back, they team up, they fight Kreese, they get rid of Kreese, right? So everything's great. The rivalry's over. Then the funeral happens. So they'll get Elizabeth Shue, but they'll probably only get Elizabeth Shue for maybe one episode.
And she starts her own karate school.
She's doing like MMA, and she kicks both of their asses.
So Elizabeth Shue's going to be in the last episode of the third season.
My prediction. So far.
Probably, man. That's probably all can afford for her.
Right.
Like,
what do you got? All right, I'll do like the last 15 minutes.
We have to leave it as a cliffhanger because they know really how to build up each episode very well. So I guess so. Miyagi-Do. It'd be my prediction would be almost close to that. Yeah, she'll come back for the funeral, but Danny will be secretly texting with her on Facebook. Okay,
that's
because the family's messed up, and also she'll be texting Johnny.
Yes,
she's going to be
playing them both.
She's going to be working both of them again.
That's how they're going to put her in. She's just going to be through social media.
Yes,
and then they could just get Elizabeth Shue for like a day and have her go sit in this chair and look at your phone.
Have her Skype in.
Yeah, it's the way to do it these days.
Yeah, and the wife's going to catch some of the messages.
Somehow she'll catch them. I don't know how. She'll just see them popping up. But she knows the name Allie, obviously. This is a sore spot. He's been obsessing for 30-something years. The name Allie's come up.
Dude, he's like, I always hear about this Japanese chick. I'm always hearing about this white chick you were trying to fuck when you were in high school. They never banged or anything, right? He just kissed her. What happened at the end of Karate? And he just kissed her and won, and that was the end of Karate Kid.
Yeah, she was at the tournament, and then he kicks Johnny's ass. And then they walk out together, and that's when Kreese is in the parking lot. And he's like, second I forget what he said, but it was
Yeah,
like
and-
second place is, inexcusable. He breaks the trophy.
And that's where 2 starts off. Then where does she go?
She breaks up with him.
Oh yeah, that's
And that's why she breaks up with him, and it's summertime, and that's when he's all bummed out, and Miyagi's like, well, bounce with me to Okinawa.
I got some. I got some bitch over here.
I got some little ladies over here for you.
You want to see a bonsai?
He's like, this fucking blows, Miyagi. I mean, it's beautiful, but I don't understand the language. I don't know where these ladies are. I see no ladies, first of all. I'm in this little fishing village. There's just a bunch of old people around here, and suddenly he looks up, and it's like, Sakura, Sakura, yaname mi watasu saki. It's like, oh. And then he has tea.
What
and the
was
rest is
that? Oh my god!
you fucking little enchantress, you.
Like a Japanese siren.
Yeah, exactly. She called to him from the rocks.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This show, yeah, that's what's gonna happen in 3. Definitely, she's gonna come back in texting form, but they won't find out about her till episode 5.
I think if you're going to go for Elizabeth's shoe, you might as well have the big money and bring her in for more. It seems logical to have her in for just a little bit, but God, that would be good if she was in for the whole season.
Or, oh, here we go. She's the doctor that works on the kid.
Dude, I think you fucking hit the nail on the head. It's going to be something like that. It's got to be something like that.
Yeah.
What if she's a realtor? No.
She's a realtor.
She's a realtor, and she gets Johnny his new dojo. Nah, I like yours better. I think that's really good.
Maybe, yeah, she might be a doctor.
I can't argue that, man. You win.
Maybe.
You've got the better plot.
I don't know. Or she's running a brothel. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
What if Johnny's really down on his luck and he goes out, he's just cruising the streets, drunk as fuck, driving his Charger, and he just decides to pick up like a prostitute. So he's sitting in the driver's seat, and you see you just see him sitting there, like it's like the camera's filming in from the inside, from the driver's side. And he's just sitting there and everything, and you see this like fur coat get in, and
it's Leaving Las Vegas, Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, that's my favorite Elizabeth Shue.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's everyone's favorite. Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, she gets 8 in that one.
That was a disturbing ass movie.
Yeah, that was funny. Nicolas Cage. But yeah, so they're gonna get Elizabeth Shue from Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, like she's all dirty now.
Maybe. I don't know, man. She's willing to do a lot, so she doesn't give a shit. She just
gets in. She's like, all right, honey. So it's $20 for a blowjob. Johnny?
Oh no,
Johnny Lawrence. As I stand here living and breathing. And he's like, oh fuck.
You want a cause?
You want a course?
I got.
Stick with me for a little bit. I got a bunch of cores. Right now, it's 10. You're kind of a 2. But by 2, you're going to be a 10.
But he drinks those special cores. What are they again? This cores.
The cores banquet.
Banquets.
It's fancy cores.
That's what they are.
Fancy piss water.
Cores banquets.
Yeah, it's all the same. All that stuff's the same. I know you don't drink, but Pabst Blue Ribbon, Budweiser. I think Coors is kind of like the best of them all, from what I understand, but I won't.
Yeah.
That shit used to give me a headache when I drink it. You go to those bad parties where they just have like an ice chest full of like Coors Light playing country. You're like, you're not in the right scene. I'm from Fresno. This shit used to happen.
Rocky Mountain piss water.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, that stuff.
Hams. Remember Hams?
Yeah, Hams, man, with the bear. Hams was fun, but he only drank Coors. That's it. Coors.
That's all he drinks.
I guess it was Coors, Charger. What was up with that Breaking Bad cold open that they had building the Charger? That was pretty cool, right?
What do you think of the paint job?
I didn't like it. I thought it was cool, but I don't know.
No, I would never do that. Don't get me wrong. I would never do that to my car. But I'm saying that has Johnny Lawrence written all over it, right?
Oh, definitely. He just made a little bit of money and just bought a brand new car, right?
Terrible with money. What else is going on in this series? So, Daniel's daughter, Sam. Now, does she want to train because Robbie's living with them? She wants some of that 90s Baywatch action?
Yes.
Anthony's still a lazy shit. Johnny is totally going to bone Miguel's mom at some point.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Or no, dude, because she hates him now.
She hates him, but I said at some point. Because Johnny's going to, he's going to win her back. That's what I'm telling you. I think, see, that's why my theory kind of works if you think about it, because they could resolve a lot of shit. Get Johnny back on track. Johnny gets he's seen Miguel's mom now. Everything's fine. Then the Facebook message drops. Or the doctor visit.
Okay. All right.
Something. Because everyone's got to be mad at each other. And everyone's always fighting the Karate Kid. Who knows?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see them coming back. Maybe. But Yanni makes me very angry. Oh, Yanni.
Why you do this to me, Yanni?
He's like, hey, Miguel. What? I want to fuck your mom. What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What? What'd you say?
What? Hey,
I didn't say anything. You said it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? It's like, why are you upset? Because I want to fuck your mother and she's fucking somebody else. What?
Nothing. What?
Sorry about that, Miguel. I just really want to fuck your mother. Sorry about that, Miguel.
It really sounds like you're saying... No, I'm not. I have no idea what you're talking about. Speaking of Miguel, he's all confused because, of course, Johnny wants to fuck his mom. But at the same time, he's like the only one that's not buying into Kreese's bullshit. So Johnny would have had his one student to follow him at the end. Of course, now he's kind of a worthless... I shouldn't say worthless, but right now he's not doing any karate.
Yeah, true.
Now Sam's going to come running to his side. This is the shit I think about at night, Chris. Pathetic. Like, I wonder what's going to happen with Sam and Miguel.
Sam and Miguel, they're over. Miguel's going to be paralyzed for the rest of season 3.
Sam, I still love you. Do the karate for me.
Yeah, he'll be like, I don't know what you are doing. It's like, oh my god, it's Salmon Hawking. What is happening? Yeah, because he'll go fully 80s with it. He'll be speaking through a speak and spell.
Hawk and Hawking, that's the spinoff.
Hawk is just some hair lip fuck who thinks he's just like, I'm the king of the world now. He's a dick.
He is the douche of douches.
Dude, he was one of the typical nerd kid who grows some balls and is just a dick to everybody. You know,
gets that nice tattoo on his back.
Fucking horrible, dude. The fucking mohawk on a hawk.
He's double hawked.
So bad. Mohawk on a hawkin. I don't want no
Mohawkina?
mohawkin on my bread, motherfucker.
I don't want any mohawking on my bread.
Yeah, he's an asshole, man. I'd beat the shit out of that kid.
His girlfriend dumps him because he's acting like an asshole. Then he sees her at that party, and she's like kissing on that girl now. He's like, fuck.
Well, that's what happens, dude.
That's what happens, man.
Yeah, he just went to that party and just was just sitting there like a nerd. He's like, no, I'm not gonna, because he is a nerd. He just has a mask on. He's
Dimitri's binary brother.
Yeah, they're binary bros because they're in math class together. Right?
Yeah.
Right? And he just tries to distance himself, even though they're the exact same.
I was thinking he was going to come around, though, because he was trying to, like, talk to Dimitri again. Talk about all the old days, talking about Doctor Who and all that shit. And then he just, like, his douche just kicked in. Now he kicks his ass. Dimitri. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he kind of deserve to get his ass kicked a little bit?
Yeah, he's a dick, too.
He's a total dick. He's the opposite kind of dick. But
I hate that guy. Yeah, I hate that kid, too.
I wanted to root for him so badly, and I just couldn't. I just kept waiting for him to get punched again.
He's like, oh, I can dish it out, but I can't take it.
Right.
You know, and he can't really dish it out or take it. He dishes it out once, and that's it. But that was pretty cool burns that he did on that kid, on Hawk, but, you know, other than that kid needs to be slapped.
Hawk pissed his pants.
Yeah, that's right. The wet bed for Hawk, or what was it? I forget what they called it. The wet mattress for Hawk.
I'm trying to think of anything else that's like...
No, the best part was when he's like, hey, can I borrow this jacket? I'm like, ooh, I know what jacket that is. When he was in Johnny's closet, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Best part about that, Johnny still has the jacket.
Oh, of course he has the jacket, dude. Come on.
He just wore it last night.
I love how Johnny is just so stuck in the 80s, man.
That's the best.
He
That's what makes it so good. Just even like the music, like his shirt. Did you catch his shirt? He's wearing a zebra shirt.
Yeah. Who the fuck listens to Zebra?
No one.
Who the hell knows who Zebra is?
Did you know who Zebra was?
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I knew Zebra.
I'm like, that's a hell of a reference right there. You know, someone in the, like, one of the creators is like, well, let's just do, who was the fucking worst band I could think of right now? Zebra. Let's get him a Zebra tee.
Oh my god, Zebra. They're horrible. Do you have any Zebra? You can play some Zebra for the people there.
I should play some Zebra.
Yeah, because people don't know Zebra is a real deep cut.
This is a Heroes of Noise / ADO Radio teaching. I'm gonna school y'all with some Zebra. Got any choice cuts, man?
Jesus, I can't even think of a fucking track of Zebra. I remember that album cover as a kid. I'm like,
the Zebra cover, the album cover that looked like a zebra.
Yeah. So I was like, holy, but it was like a weird globe though. Remember? It was like zebra, and then it had some weird shape underneath it.
Then there was one where it's a zebra chess piece. No telling lies. I think I'm just gonna go back to the early stuff, man. That's where it's at.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go.
The stuff Johnny would listen to.
All right, it's 8:10 straight up. Heroes of Noise. I'm gonna play some Zebra for you right now. This is from back in 1983. A little hit we call "Tell Me What You Want."
I've been wasting my time.
Caller number 7. New set of snow tires.
Zebra.
You can just picture Johnny. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
where's my life going? He's sitting on a curb
driving-
with that homeless lady just drinking a
Driving his old
Coors.
Thunderbird.
They had that was like that shot that they did in season 1. Remember that? When he was driving all fast and he crashes into All Valley. Here we go. You know this one. Tell me what you need.
Okay.
Guess I don't. Yeah. Isn't that shit?
Oh my god.
You can smell the hairspray.
Zebra. Yeah.
Couldn't sing one song of them, but I do remember this one.
The montage of him trying to get on the internet was great. The first thing he looks up is boobs.
Yeah.
Right?
All proud of himself because he sets up his router.
He's like, what? And he's like calling the pawn shop. I can't get on the internet. He's like, dude, I'm a pawn shop. I'm not
Not tech support.
I'm not tech support. Oh my god, that was great.
That's good shit right there.
Yeah. Him getting on the computer, man. Holy shit. And learning about the internet and watching karate fights and like going, oh my god, what's this? Learning about YouTube. Yeah.
There was no Peter Cetera though, man.
No. But still. Man. That was one of my favorite parts of when he was trying to get on the internet, I think.
Actually, I got it up now. Let's see. I got it up, ladies. Do you hear that? Here we go. Hey, Chris, I got it up. So,
Nice.
Cobra Kai soundtrack isn't like, I was thinking it was going to be like a greatest hits kind of thing with Zebra and stuff, but it's just all like, let's see what we got. Ooh. You know, they kind of nailed it though with the 80s sound. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Axel Foley came out right now.
Oh yeah. Who does the music? What's the band name?
It's
It's the synth
Leo Birenberg and Zach Robinson.
and they did last year's.
Yeah. No. Oh wait. You know what? This is the original. This is the first series or the first season.
Okay.
But it says that's weird. Fucking Apple, get your shit together. This says Cobra Kai season 2, but then it says Cobra Kai original series. I don't know.
I'm sure they just recycled the same music. Oh yeah, that
Do we really have to make more music?
Yeah, like the synth part again. Remember that? That other synth part. Remember that?
This one's called Snake Fight.
Ooh, snake fight.
It's that bass right there.
Oh yeah.
It's time to get fucking tough right now. You want to hear a tough song? This is the toughest song I know.
Snake fight.
It's a motherfucking snake fight.
That just sounds wrong. It sounds like a gay porn.
Hey, are you and Jeff snake fighting again?
Snake fight.
Don't think Bro, I know we're close.
Johnny and
No
Danny.
one needs to know.
Next
I want to show you how to snake fight.
Johnny and Danny, season 3, snake fight.
Snake fight. We're going to snake fight for Allie.
Exactly, that's what it is.
It's like pencil fighting.
Oh,
Just keep
man.
slapping them together till you can't take it.
Yep. It's just
The reddest pecker wins, boys.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. I don't think I could stop laughing. Yeah, snake fighting. That's coming in 2020 Karate Kid. 2020 Karate Kid snake fighting. It's a new sport that Daniel LaRusso is going to... This is the third rule of Miyagi-Do.
Now it's time to learn the third rule.
Always fight with the snake.
These are all private lessons.
Oh, no.
Starting with you, Dimitri. Snake fight!
Yeah, snake fighting. Jesus. Yeah, they got the soundtrack down, man.
Yeah, they're totally nailing it, man. That's the thing. Like, I gotta give them so many points for nostalgia. I would be lying to you if I said I didn't feel it when his buddies came back and they're all as cheesy as it was when they go on the road trip. I'm a sucker for that shit, dude.
Oh, man, that was great when they went on the road trip. It was just like another bad montage. You know, it's hilarious, man.
And then Tommy's like, good night, guys. I'll see you in the morning. But he didn't see him in the morning.
Nope. He didn't see him any other time. That was it. Too bad they didn't have all their old gear on either. They looked withered, man. I don't know why Johnny's looking so good. His friends...
Did you think they all did?
Well, Johnny's looking pretty okay. Danny, you know, and these guys are looking like they're twice his age.
Particularly Tommy. Now, I think that was... Do you think they gave him the cancer, like, arc because of how he looks? Like, what are we going to do with him? He doesn't...
They're either Down syndrome or cancer. Well, Down syndrome's out right now. Cancer's in. Let's give him cancer.
Johnny's like on the phone with them. So how's Tommy doing? He's not coming to the road trip. He's got a case of the Downs.
It's like, what? Yeah, he became, he has Asperger's. It was a spinal meningitis.
Spinal meningitis got me down.
He's not looking too good, guys. He has spina bifida.
Spina bifida occulta. I can't make it to the road trip. I got spina bifida occulta and spondylolisthesis.
Yeah, he's not looking too good, guys.
I think he's got lumbago.
Lumbago. There we go. He has clubfoot.
This is what you get with a bonus episode, man. Lots of perspective on Karate Kid.
Oh, yeah, dude. Come on. Boards don't hit back. Okay, do you want to do these haiku?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, let me do...
So Chris had this great idea. I got to give it to him. You know what? Go ahead. Present this idea.
I don't know if... to do our little haikus. I don't know if these are real haikus, but they're 575.
5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables for the one person that doesn't know what a haiku is.
Okay, you want me to go first or you want to go?
Guess first, but
Okay.
I'm going to have to make a request. Can you please put a little effect on that voice?
Okay! Strike hard! Strike fast! Kill! Stupid people drinking beer. Drunk fucks. Last kick, tall kid fall. Teach pain to all people. Licking wounds that won't heal fast cars. Pine floors, broken doors, chores.
I have a half one. Loose heel kisses? Feel sweet? Happy, pain, love lost? Okay. All right, go. I had like a half one.
So I have like 5. I'm not saying they're good, but I was thinking, like, I was watching the show and I thought I'd do some of these. Number 1, Cobra Kai for life. Miyagi-Do is weak sauce. Cobra Kai's drink Coors. All right, there's number 2. Karate Kid fights. Suspension of disbelief. Dojos to rumble. Number 3. Karate Kid World. Black belts earned in just 3 months. Chores win tournaments. I got a few more. You want them?
Yeah. Put them on.
Good. I don't want to waste my energy. You know?
Whatever.
Like I did work on these. Worked really hard on them, Chris. All right, here we go. Johnny's really screwed. Get Tommy a body bag. Grease now has the keys. And then I made these 2 specific. This one's for Johnny, and then I got one for Daniel.
Okay.
This is Johnny's. Hot babes on the web. Cobra Kai charger on point. Check out my smartphone.
That's a good one.
All right, this is the last one. This is for Daniel. Daniel LaRusso. What's up with that fucking guy? No one fights like that. Thank you very much.
That's true. No one ever fights like that. Yeah, pine floors, broken doors, chores. I think
S'mores.
pine floors, broken doors. That's 5. Okay, the second one I always got lost. Okay, the second line of mine was licking wounds that won't heal, fast cars. Okay, teach pain to all people. Okay, yeah, I got confused on my second one. Yeah, teach pain to all people. Licking wounds that won't heal, fast cars. Pine floors, broken doors, chores. Okay.
I like it.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. There's our
Congratulations, man.
haikus, guys. A little
Fantastic job.
Japanese flavor. Hi. Some, we want to do some haikus to honor Mr. Miyagi-Do.
Let's see here. Did we cover everything?
I think so. I don't know.
I mean, we're not really breaking it down. Is there anything else that you want to talk about Cobra Kai season 2?
I just liked it a lot. I'm looking forward to season 3, and I hope it comes out next year. I think, are they filming it now? I have no idea.
I think that they knew damn well that they were going to get their season 3. I don't think they would have gone with this particular arc if they were just gambling on maybe getting a season 3. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't introduce Allie and all that stuff. I don't think that would be... And they certainly wouldn't have broken fucking Miguel's back.
No.
That's it, guys. That's it. It's a wrap. Hope you liked it. They wouldn't do that.
No.
So I'm pretty sure they already knew.
Yeah.
So they could be filming.
So, yeah. So for me, the way I'd rate it 4 to 5 eye holes, 4 to 5 ear holes, and 4 to 5 kids kicked over balconies. Or, yeah. Kids kicked over balconies or stolen kisses.
Stolen kisses.
Oh my God, I'm going to kiss you. Oh my God, I'm going to kiss you. Yeah, Danny, get your girl in check, man. Jesus Christ. Right? She's like,
teach her some self-respect.
I know, man. Where's the discipline you've been teaching all these years with Miyagi-Do?
By the way, I didn't know this. We found this out later, but Steve and I were we had our rating system. Yours is a lot more expansive, but I had no idea that you were doing this. It was just kind of funny that we had similar rating systems.
I thought it was strange too. I'm like, oh shit. Because I remember when you thought of it organically on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, they have a rating system.
Those bastards.
I'm like, oh well. Fuck it.
I had to have something. I just felt like I couldn't give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I can't do that shit. That's still
fine.
No, it's got to be this. So let's see. All right, my rating for Cobra Kai season 2. I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 ear holes, 4 out of 5 eye holes, and I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 cement trucks.
Oh shit, I forgot about that part. 4 to 5 tortured kids.
4 out of 5 cases of child abuse.
Or 4 to 5 cement tubes. Because when they did that camera shot, I'm like, that's not the truck. But whatever. That's fine. But that's another 80s thing. You know, the continuity is completely different.
Sure.
Like the inside of the truck to the outside. Yeah, it's great, man. I love that show.
And they're clearly trying to do that, right? They're trying to emulate an 80s type of environment.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think? I mean, I think that just all plays into the nostalgia part of it.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
It's phenomenal. I could probably talk about Karate Kid another 2 hours or something like that, but it's just, we just want to do this one real quick. The other show's coming pretty soon. Yeah, but I think that's about it, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You got time to talk about one more thing that has nothing to do? Just because
what's up?
I saw this today. I'm wondering what you think. So we're done right now with the Karate Kid stuff. But Chris, Spider-Man, see the trailer?
Yes, I did see the Spider-Man trailer.
What'd you think?
I thought it was good. Yeah, I already got my tickets. Did you get your tickets?
No, you told me, and thank you for doing so, but I have not done it yet.
Like, I already looked. IMAX is already selling out. You know, I got my IMAX tickets, I got my Prime tickets, and I got my opening night Icon tickets. You know, but yeah, I think they're throwing us for a loop again.
I think so too.
I don't think any of this stuff you see in the trailer is going to be part of the movie. They're showing way too much to even be part of it. I think that there's going to be hints of it, but overall, no. I don't think. I don't know, man. How many days is it going to take place after Endgame, though?
I don't know. I'm guessing that it's maybe weeks, possibly months.
Okay. Well,
because he did say something like, I can't go anywhere without seeing his face. I still miss him. So I'm guessing maybe half a year to a year.
It has to be a year because look at that big mural on the wall, right? Of Iron Man.
Yeah, these guys need time to do all this stuff.
Yes, I think it has to be a year, and it might be his senior year, end of the year trip to Europe
There you go.
that he's going on. That's what I'm thinking.
With Zendaya,
Yeah. He's like,
MJ.
whatever. You're Spider-Man. Whatever.
She just doesn't give any fucks about anything.
Whatever.
What do you say? He says, MJ, I have to tell you, you're Spider-Man? No. Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, she's like the chick she'd get into bed and she'd be like, you get naked, she'd be like, huh. Like, thanks. Just nothing, no compliments, no, over complimenting anything or going, oh my God, you look amazing. She'd be like, I knew it.
Or just that. What does that even mean?
I'd be like, what? Come on. Yeah, she would be a really weird girlfriend to try to please, I think. And what's his face is going to go out of his way to try to make her happy.
Yeah, of course. She's contrary to everything.
She's a total contrarian. She's just like, whatever, I don't like that. Oh, really? You're going to do that now? Oh, really? You're doing that? Like, I bet you there'll be a scene in the movie where he's going to be, oh my God, did you see me do all that? Did you see me? He's like, whatever. It'll be something like that.
Like what you did on YouTube was better. That's nothing. You're not impressing me.
Definitely. So I've seen better.
Were you surprised to see Nick Fury making his appearance?
No, but I wish they sort of like, I don't think they're going to use that line where he's like, bitch, you went to space. I
hope they do.
That's not going to be in the movie.
You think they're going to have second thoughts on that?
It seems like a just for the commercial thing. Just because it's a joke that everyone got right away. It's boom right there.
Right.
It's for everyone watching the trailer. It's not for people who are going to go see the movie. If it is in there, fine, but I don't think it should be. We got the joke already.
Are you schooled in Mysterio lore and all that, Spider-Man?
Yeah, he's a special effects artist, blah, blah,
right.
blah.
Right, he's like his big thing's illusions, right?
Uh-huh.
He's bitter because he couldn't make it in Hollywood or something. That's pretty much all I know about him. So he creates the suit. What's that do? Does that help him just create these big-ass illusions?
Yeah, it's like a special effects suit.
Okay.
Like he creates stuff out of his suit. Suppose what I know of him.
Do you think he's just bullshitting, though, because he says that he's from a different Earth and that the snap triggered a crack in the multiverse? Do you think that's just his, like, he's going to say, this is where I'm from, but it's really going to be like a big ruse and it's not at all what it is?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to make him seem like he's he's going to be a good guy, right? But he's not a good guy.
Or he could be because he's from a different place. Maybe that's why. And the real one is here. And the real one takes out the fake one.
Ah, that's a good angle, too. It seems like they have to sort of introduce the multiverse, though, because A, it exists, but on top of that, that's how you're going to get Fantastic Four.
Well, they are working on Stark Tower. And people are saying, oh, that's going to be Fantastic Four Tower or Oscorp.
Okay.
And that would be like a thorn in Spider-Man's side, right?
But if it's Oscorp, then they're gonna work their way eventually to doing a Green Goblin thing.
They're going to do a Sinister Six. That's what they're working with. They already have Scorpion from number 1. They already have Vulture, right?
Who is it? It's Vulture, Scorpion. Is Doc Ock in it?
I think so. I don't know. No, it's like Vulture, Scorpion, Rhino, Doc Ock. Yeah, it has to be Doc Ock.
All right, Chris. I just want to talk about that a little bit, man. Thank you for working with me. We were supposed to start a lot earlier, and I know I'm into your night, so I don't want to take too much away from your night.
No, it's okay, man. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Do you want to tell them where we can find you?
Yes, you can find me Attention Deficit Disorder Podcast, any /SoundCloud.com. And look for us there, or we're on Apple and Google Play. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Listen to our podcast. We like to rate movies, smoke pot, video games, and whatever else.
Great, fucking funny show. Skip's great, too.
Yeah,
Chris, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you, man. All right.
All right, we'll do this again real soon.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right, bye.